Action 7 News. It's a local station out of Austin, Texas. I'm just here today to ask people how the debates went, if anyone stood out for them.
Sure. Well, full disclosure, I'm the Lieutenant Governor of California, so I was really looking for Democratic California values up on the stage tonight. And I think tomorrow night when we have Senator Harris up there, we're going to hear a little bit more about how we're doing things in California. But by and large, my feeling was we've got a lot of really great qualified Democrats, any one of which would do a better job than the current occupant of the White House. And there was a lot of agreement between them about some of the big issues like immigration and healthcare and gun control, and then some differences between them. But all in all, it made me really proud to be Democrat.
And what issues do you think are going to be at the forefront of the debate tomorrow?
Well, I think they're going to be the same issues. But again, I think you're going to hear a little bit different approach, certainly from our California senator. But I think these are really the issues that, by and large, people are hearing about on the campaign trail, and that voters want to hear the various candidates address.
So you said that you wanted to bring the democratic values of California to the rest of America. What are some of those values?
Well, first of all, and we heard this a little bit tonight, but the reality is that Californians are 27% foreign born. We are truly a state of immigrants, and we are the 5th largest economy in the world. And there is a connection between immigration, opportunity, public higher education, and a strong economy. So I think we're going to hear about that. I also think that you're going to hear a little bit from our senator about some of the issues related to gun control that we're taking in California. They asked, how do you take whatever the number was, hundreds of millions of weapons off the street? In California, we're doing background checks on ammunition. So we've got some creative solutions, and I think that those will hopefully take center stage tomorrow with Senator Harris.
As Lieutenant Governor of California, is there anyone that you have endorsed yet officially?
Yes, of course. I've endorsed my senator, but I will also say that I'm very much a believer that as Democrats across the country really start to peel back the layers and examine their choices, that we need to stay positive, that we need to decide who we're for, and help our candidates deliver their message and help the voters decide.
Is there anyone you think that has a chance to defeat Trump in 2020?
Anyone who is the Democratic nominee is going to have the full force of the Democratic Party and people who believe in American democracy behind them. I strongly believe that, and I am really very confident that our party is going to come together behind our nominee.
What do you think about the crisis right now in California, where we have homeless people, we've got typhus outbreaks? What's going on with that?
Look, California, like any state, has our challenges. We are a state of 40 million people. We have a homeless crisis, an affordability crisis that sadly, but has come along with our economic growth. But we also have people in Sacramento in our legislature, a new governor, a lieutenant governor, who work together collaboratively, cooperatively, lots of different opinions. But at the same time, you don't have the kind of winner-take-all politics that you see in Washington. So I'm very optimistic that our state will address some of the challenges.
What do you have to say to some people that criticize the Democratic Party, saying that a lot of blue cities have homeless problems?
So homelessness is a problem in California. Homelessness is a problem across the country. A lot of that has to do with mental health issues. And we are finding new ways to try to address the problem. And one of the biggest in California is we just have to build more housing. So that is very much at the forefront of our policy agenda right now.
Open borders and illegal immigration are again at the forefront as well. What do you think Kamala Harris will do for the U.S.? What do you think that she'll bring to the table that I guess President Trump isn't bringing right now to solve this problem?
Well, first of all, what she's going to bring to the table is compassion, the fact that we have to deal with this challenge as a humanitarian crisis, and we cannot forget that America is a nation of immigrants. That is who we are, and starting from a place of compassion and not a place of anger and vindictiveness that has driven him and his White House, his to pursue policies that really are inhumane, tearing children apart and away from their families is just absolutely unacceptable. At the same time, what we're really grappling with here is now decades of inaction when it comes down to this really basic immigration reform that is absolutely necessary in order to be able to adequately address the problem.
Do you think that open borders are the solution to this problem?
The United States has never had open borders, and I didn't hear anyone up on the stage tonight advocating for open borders. That's a false framing of this issue that frankly Fox News has put out there, saying, you know, Donald Trump is for building a wall and Democrats are for open borders. That's just not true. What Democrats have been for a very long time is comprehensive immigration reform, and it's complex, it's difficult, and it requires a bipartisan approach. The Republicans have not been willing to come to the table because they find this issue gets under the skin of their people so much, they don't want to solve it.
So William Castro and Elizabeth Warren want to repeal Section 1325, which is basically going to decriminalize what's not coming across the border. What do you think about those comments?
Well, so that's a nuance within what is necessary in comprehensive immigration reform and a question of whether or not it should be a criminal offense to cross the border or a civil offense to cross the border. That is one small piece of a much larger conversation that needs to be had in a bipartisan way, and the Republicans have got to stop turning this into a weapon to divide our people and come together around comprehensive immigration reform. We have many immigrants who come into this country legally every year, and that is the vast majority of them, and it is a point of pride of our nation and should not be used as a weapon to turn us against each other.
What do you think about the photos of children and babies that have been circulating on the station?
Well, again, you know, to the degree that these kinds of policies that the Trump administration has pursued, like the kinds of images that we've seen of children sleeping on floors, taken away from their parents, put into cages, what upsets me so much about it is that they are not trying to pursue a rational conversation. They are trying to drive people into one corner or another, and it is not serving our country well. All right. Nice
Thank
to
you
meet
so much.
you.
I really appreciate the interview.
Sure.
Have a great night, folks.
I've thought for a long time about when does the, I've been thinking, well, I said, truth is my only weapon. And I've been thinking for over a year about when is the time to be honest with the, I don't know how I said that, I'm being honest. You know, it's just a weird question to ask. Let me put it this way. Hell, maybe you should just put it out while I'm sitting trying to figure this out. You know, we're winning the info war, but we're losing financially. And that encourages the enemy. But if I don't tell folks how serious things are, they won't support us. Well, let me say it this way. InfoWars and free speech and your right to speech has been under unprecedented attack the last year or so. It's Orwellian, it's biblical, it's authoritarian, it's insane. And I keep trying to judge and gauge when is the right time to have to stumble up on deck as the captain of this operation and say, hey, we're sinking. I've begged for your support before, and thanks for keeping us afloat, but this is the real SOS. If you don't buy a bunch of products and spread the word and keep fighting, InfoWars will be shut down, not just crippled. And so we've reached that point. It'll make the enemy happy, but you know, whatever. We have withstood so many of their attacks. We've gone through so much because of your support. You have been there. But let me tell you, they are pissed they haven't been successful, and they're giving us their full assault. So we need your prayers, your financial support, and your word of mouth now at InfoWarsStore.com. It's your fight. Decide whether or not you want InfoWars to continue, because we could be shut down.